When people think of countries known for crystal clear waters, white sandy beaches, and breathtaking island beauty, Cape Verde often comes to mind as a peaceful tourist destination. But this summer, Cape Verde is stepping into the global spotlight for a completely different reason. This small Atlantic island nation, made up of 10 islands, has made history by qualifying for the FIFA World Cup 2026 for the very first time. The big question is, how did a nation of just around 600,000 people qualify for the biggest football tournament in the world? And what can we realistically expect from them? Let's take a deeper look. Cape Verde, a small country with big ambitions. Cape Verde, also known as Cabo Verde, is one of the smallest nations ever to qualify for a World Cup. Here's why this achievement is remarkable. Population of roughly 600,000. People land area of only about 4,000 square kilometers, one of the smallest footballing nations on the global stage. This makes Cape Verde one of the smallest countries in World Cup history to ever qualify. But football has repeatedly shown that size does not always define success. How did Cape Verde qualify for the 2026 World Cup? Cape Verde earned direct qualification after an outstanding campaign in the CAF African qualifiers. They were placed in a difficult group that included Cameroon, Angola, other competitive African sides. Their qualification run was impressive. Won 8 out of 10 matches, perfect record in all 5 home games, did not concede a single goal at home. Finished ahead of football giants like Cameroon going into the final qualification round. Pressure was high. But Cape Verde finished with 23 points, ending 4 points ahead of Cameroon, securing a historic World Cup ticket. This was one of the biggest achievements in the country's football history. A historic moment during their 50th anniversary of independence. What made this qualification even more emotional was its timing. Cape Verde reached the World Cup in the same period the nation was celebrating 50 years of independence from Portugal. That turned this football success into something bigger than sport. It became a symbol of national pride, unity for the people, inspiration for young generations, a message that small nations can achieve great things. Have they played in major tournaments before? Yes, although this is their first ever World Cup appearance. Cape Verde is not entirely new to big competitions. They have played in the Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON 4 times. Their best performances: quarterfinals in 2013, quarterfinals in 2023. They also came very close to qualifying for the 2022 FIFA World Cup, but narrowly missed out in the final stage. This shows their growth has been a long-term football project, not luck. FIFA ranking. Where do they stand? Cape Verde is ranked 69th in the FIFA rankings. That places them among the lower-ranked African teams heading into the World Cup. However, football history has taught us something important. Rankings do not always decide results. Group H, their toughest test, yet Cape Verde enters Group H, one of the most challenging groups. They will face Spain, 2010 World Cup champions, Uruguay, 2-time World Cup winners, Saudi Arabia, the team that famously shocked Argentina in 2022, their matches. June 15, Spain versus Cape Verde, June 21, Uruguay versus Cape Verde, June 26, Cape Verde versus Saudi Arabia. This is undoubtedly a difficult group, but it is also a huge opportunity to prove themselves. The man behind the rise, Coach Bubista, mastermind behind Cape Verde's growth, is Pedro Leitao Brito, widely known as Bubista. He is a former Cape Verde international who represented the country 21 times. As head coach, he has spent more than 6 years building this team. Under Bubista, Cape Verde developed a disciplined defensive system, strong team chemistry, tactical maturity, mental resilience, a reputation for being hard to beat. His achievements include back-to-back AFCON appearances, reaching knockout stages twice, historic qualification for the 2026 World Cup. Many consider him the architect of this football revolution. Cape Verde's key players: 1. Dylon Livramento, their top scorer during qualification with 4 goals. Jamiro Montero, a technically gifted midfielder who controls tempo and possession. Satswili Samera, a dangerous winger known for pace and attacking threat. Ryan Mendez, a captain and experienced leader of the team. Vozinha, a veteran goalkeeper with leadership and stability. Roberto Lopez, a strong defensive figure. Interestingly, many players are based abroad, including in Portugal, Netherlands, United States, other European leagues. That gives Cape Verde valuable international experience. How are they preparing for the World Cup? Preparation has been serious. Cape Verde played international friendlies against Chile. Finland results. Lost 4-2 to Chile, drew 1-1 against Finland. Then won 4-2 on penalties even in defeat. They showed competitiveness and fighting spirit. What can we expect from Cape Verde? Many see Cape Verde as underdogs, but football history repeatedly proves that underdogs can become giant killers. Cape Verde has strong defensive organization, team discipline, European-based experienced players, a well-structured tactical coach, confidence, and national momentum. They may not be tournament favorites, but underestimating them could be a major mistake. If they manage to secure a key win or even a crucial draw, they could write one of the most memorable stories of World Cup 2026. Cape Verde may be small on the map, but they are proving to the world that ambition, resilience, teamwork, and belief can overcome size and limitations. Their qualification for the 2026 FIFA World Cup is not just a football achievement, it is a story of hope, determination, national pride, and the rise of a small nation ready to challenge football's biggest powers. As Coach Babista once said, "We're a small country, but it's only small on the map." A small country with a big heart. Now the question is, can Cape Verde become one of the biggest surprises of World Cup 2026? Or will Group H prove too difficult? Let me know your thoughts. Could the Blue Sharks shock the world? If you enjoyed this update, make sure to stay connected for more breaking global sports news. Thanks for watching.